3, 2, 1, record. Thank you for joining us.
Wait. Something happened.
Of course, something happened.
Take 2.
3, 2, 1, record.
So sweet.
Oh, wait. Stop.
You're what?
You better be joking.
So we stop, Chris?
Listen. Yeah.
Let's start this.
Let's start over. Early
What's
enough.
going on?
They just want to go with
Do you have enough free space on your hard drive? No more mulligans, Glenn.
Well, I don't know what's going on with this computer. Okay, let's try it again.
Hello, my friends.
Thank you for joining us for the PEBCAK Podcast, a weekly information security show featuring some all-around good people. It is week 28 of 2025. I'm Chris Lloyd, and getting ready to visit America's Hat. With me, I have my co-host, the Hot Dad, who just came back from there and is ready for Shirtless Mondays.
I'm about Shirtless Mondays, but I'm doing No Pants Saturdays. So, by the way,
you're already shirtless every day of the week.
I know. Hey, I do have to say, if you ever go to Calgary, you got to go when it's the Stampede. That was pretty incredible. Basically, it's like I think a 10 or 14 day rodeo, but it's all kinds of. They had like 150 different music artists there. I'm sure Chris, like they had some EDM, so you'd probably be into that. You and Ryan Payne can go hold hands and watch some guy push buttons on a keyboard.
No, you didn't.
Throw his hands in the air.
They have cowboys that far north? What are they doing?
Bro, I'm like everybody was in cowboy gear there.
Nice.
It was insane. Yeah.
Canadian cowboy, CC Vic.
Bro, like I'm gonna tell you, like, there's some shady stuff here. So number one, like it's so crazy because anything that happens, they first talk about the First Nation. Like they're like really respectful that they acknowledge that like this was, First Nation to us would be like Native Americans, right?
Land acknowledgement.
They say land acknowledgement. Yeah, so it's like, oh wow, yeah, very, very like kind of woke mindset. But there is no such thing as a male bartender or anyone that is not like super attractive, period.
Whoa.
As far as yeah it's like I'm like I don't like
pretty high standards.
There's no diversity there.
What's south of Calgary? What American city is south of Calgary?
I don't know, Montana, something.
Is that where they send the ugly women?
Dude, I'm telling you, it was like, it's kind of crazy. Like, I kind of expected, like, there just be like this, because this is so damn big. So, like, they have like this like rodeo area, it's on the fairgrounds, and then they have like all this craziness going on, and then that's not big enough. So they have like these insane tents that are like outside of the rodeo that hold, I don't know, I'll exaggerate, let's say 10,000 people, and just so much drugs, and probably a lot of drugs, but so much alcohol. And the funniest part is like, I think the second night that I was there, like we were like standing in line to get drinks. I'm like, guys, somebody, SHIT themselves. Like it was so bad. It's like, so they have like fake AstroTurf. Like, nah, man, it's all the spilled drinks and throw up. Like we're just standing in it. I was like, oh my God.
Oh no.
Yeah.
How many days is that?
You're really selling it there, Brian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
I was there Monday through Thursday, but it was like, I think it's like 10 or 14 days total.
That's a lot. That's a lot of partying. Even like
Bro,
Burning Man, I don't think is that long.
No, well, Burning Man's way too damn hot. But yeah. It was pretty wild.
So, Brian, you are correct. Directly south of Calgary, Alberta is Whitefish, Montana.
Dang. I'm so smart, everyone. You're wondering.
So be interesting to see what's south in Bozeman, Montana. See what does it look like.
Well, dude, I'm telling you, they fly people in like for this event to work it because like
I'm sure.
The guys are telling me like a bartender is probably going to make easily like in the crappy part, not even the high end, will probably easily make 20 or 30 grand just in tips in those 2 weeks.
Yeah. Too bad it's not in the good old US of A. No tax on tips now.
Up to a certain dollar amount, that is.
Yes, this is not financial advice.
Yeah.
And we have Glenn Medina, who's about to dive nose first into the world of 3D printing.
Yeah, thanks to you, I am. I mean, if it wasn't for you, I'd probably be... Well, actually, I haven't started anything yet, so let's see how it goes.
See if you get a taste for it, and then we'll see how deep the rabbit hole goes.
Yeah. Like I said, seeing the things that you print is pretty amazing. But I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But cheers, gents. It's been a while since we've been together.
Cheers.
Man. Yep.
Cheers. We are recording in the evening, so we do have a beverage in our hand. Cheers.
I forgot how much I hate Macallan. Jesus.
Hate it.
Hate
Macallan's awesome.
Yeah. What are you talking about?
I'm a vodka guy. This is horrible. I don't have any vodka in my house to drink. So as kids would say, cooked.
Sip it, don't shoot.
I'm sipping it, but it's like just gasoline.
Well, you're sipping it the wrong way then. Definitely sipping it the wrong way.
I don't know about this.
No guests this week, since it's the first week in a while that we've had all three hosts on. Combined, we have decades of information security experience here, not just to educate, but to entertain. We've got 4 awesome stories for this week, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. This week, we're going to talk about a closing the loop topic, Glenn's McJob, LeBron might be a hacker. For our third topic, Call of Duty players get hacked again, and close with parental privacy talk. Closing the loop on a story we did last week, after we recorded that story, I actually received a snail mail phishing letter from someone claiming to be from the Ledger hardware maker, asking me to update my software. I could lose access to my crypto wallets. The QR code on the letter takes you to transactions-check-online.com, which has now been deleted from the internet. One downside of mailing out physical letters to people is that by the time someone receives it, the website could already be taken down.
That's actually cost, though. It's hard cost to get that out, as opposed to just digital costs, which don't cost.
No, it's like first class mail is 60 cents now versus blasting out 10 million spam emails for free.
That's a serious thing. I wonder what the catch rate is. What's the catch rate on that, and what's the investment on that?
Yeah, so let's see. No return address. So that's already suspicious. There's no return address in the envelope. I thought the post office wasn't supposed to deliver letters with no return address. And
with the business, you talk about with the business account or with the?
It's got a stamp, and then it was mailed out of Santa Clarita, California.
Yeah, you know what I used to do when I was cheap, right, in the military. I used to send a letter to my wife, but I'd say it was mailed from Germany.
The return address, yeah.
The return address was hers.
That'd take like 3 months to get there.
Yeah, it's okay though. Yeah. So, I imagine there were a couple of letters that are missing, and they'll one day eventually show up to an address that I don't live at anymore. So, that's how that goes.
Got lost in the mail.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I get email spam, I get snail mail spam, and for those of you who may not know what snail mail is, this is like the post office mail that you have to physically mail out.
If we have to describe what snail mail is for those of you that are listening that don't know what it is, you may be on the wrong podcast.
Well, to find what ISP stands for last week, and I got flack for that. So yeah, snail mail.
Internet Security Protocol, ISP. I know what that means.
You sure?
Well, I was waiting for like a laugh or something, because maybe he doesn't know.
Maybe he's right.
Well, you had me sitting there going, what's he talking about? But it's okay.
Another one of those geekisms.
I get it. He was in Calgary this past week, so he may have lost a couple of brain cells.
It's all the fuss of boot. Yeah.
A faux de boot.
So
did you eat a lot of
bite? What is that?
Over there?
No poutine at all. No, just that's the other thing. It's just all barbecue, because it's what's going on. So,
was it good barbecue?
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Come on, Calgary barbecue versus Texas or Tennessee or Kansas City barbecue.
I'll be honest with you, I don't really care for barbecue, so whatever.
How can you be on the carnivore diet and not care about barbecue? Like those two don't compute.
Because a lot of barbecue is predicated on the amount of barbecue sauce that you put on it, and like usually half of the ingredient is sugar.
Well, hold on. If you understood what barbecue is about, there's wet barbecue and there's dry. And I think you've been going to a wet. So
No, I've had dry too, like a good brisket. But I'm just like, eh.
Dry
Every
rub.
place you go though is trying to hook you up. Like they're like, hey, take on the tables a bunch of different
sauces.
bullshit to put on their sauces. Yeah, you got I'm the sauce boss.
Yeah.
All right,
So
fair enough. For our first topic, unfortunately, Glenn's personal information might have been exposed in a recently disclosed data exposure.
It's always being exposed. My name's out there. It's everywhere. Okay,
Well, this
trust
time,
anybody.
it's McHire, the AI chatbot that fast food chain McDonald's uses to take in applications, was breached due to a hard-coded password. Up to 64 million job applications were exposed in the breach. Not a friend of the show, Sam Curry strikes again after he and another security researcher found an admin panel for the chatbot that was protected by weak credentials. Wait for a drum roll, please. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Login 123456. Password 123456.
That's gonna be fun.
Getting collectively hear our listeners eye rolling right now. Applicants can submit names, email addresses, phone numbers, home addresses, and availability, and they are also required to complete a personality test as part of the job application process. The security researchers noticed the URL when they changed the application ID. They could see the full information of any applicant just by typing in a random number.
Oh gosh. But fool on everyone else, but I applied before there were computers. So that was my first job, and it was a handwritten application, not even close to being online. In fact, that McDonald's been closed for quite some time.
Now that you bring that up, Glenn, I'm like, I wonder if Trump's information is in here, because he did work at a McDonald's, and it was within the last year, so his information could be in this database.
I doubt he submitted an application. Come on, Chris.
Quite possible.
Do they even what do they have, like Mick Computer, like because have you guys been to a McDonald's lately? It's kind of depressing. You walk in
all
and
the kiosks.
Yeah, there's no one standing at the register anymore, and it's like, I'd like to order, and they're like, well, use the kiosk over there. I'm like, I don't want to use a kiosk. I want to stand in front of you and order my food so that way you can punch it in for me. So disturbing.
That happened to me when we visited Arizona over Thanksgiving. We had to order. I wanted to order the McRib. Of course, the McRib was back, so I wanted to order the McRib, but the kiosks had not been updated to order that item, so you had to go to the cash register to order it from the. You couldn't do it online. You couldn't do it from kiosks. You had to do it in person at the register. And same thing, yeah. No one was standing there. I had to like wave someone down, flag someone down, and of course, like, order on the kiosk, just like you said. I'm like, no, I need the McRib. You don't understand. I need the McRib. And like, oh, yeah. Okay. Then they came over.
Yeah. Notice he said, I need and not I want. Yeah. You know what you can't order, as dumb as it sounds, at McDonald's for breakfast? You can get a egg McMuffin with cheese, egg, and your choice of ham, bacon, or sausage. But you know what you can't get from that stupid kiosk? Just egg and cheese. So you have to order a ham, sausage, or bacon and have it removed from the order. How dumb is that?
Yeah, they don't do side orders.
Sounds like a feature request that we need to submit.
Yeah. And because I don't want to pay for bacon or sausage. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? I don't want to pay for bacon or sausage, and I have to pay for it and then remove it. That's kind of dumb.
Yeah.
I'm with you on that one.
Give it to me for free.
What did you call that last week?
Inshitification.
Yeah.
Inshitification. Slowly. Things will slowly get worse and worse over time.
Yeah. That was bad.
Yeah, they're bringing the snack wrap? They're bringing the snack wrap back, but it's like, what, $3.50 now? I remember when those things were like $1.25 or something.
What's in a snack wrap? Is that just like a chicken nugget and some lettuce?
Yeah, it's like I think it's a chicken tender lettuce wrapped in a tortilla.
Ugh. I just remember, I don't know if you guys remember the days when hamburgers were 29 cents and cheeseburgers were 39 cents.
But only on, was it Wednesday? 29-cent cheese hamburger on Wednesday and 39-cent cheeseburger on Sunday.
It'd be on. Me and a couple of friends and I would
I'll
head
take
out
50.
there and we'd order 10 each. And we used to have a bet on how many we could squeeze into our mouth. So those are the days.
Good old days when we could eat whatever we want to without consequence.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. I always had consequences, but good for you guys and your high metabolism. I only remember the Taco Bell menu, $59, $79, $99. That
Yeah.
was
That was a banger.
I don't think I ever ate a lot of McDonald's, to be honest with you.
No? Oh, man. There used to be a time, and like I said, I'm gonna take us down memory lane with my mom and dad, with my parents, and McDonald's was a treat. It was once a year, if that, and it was on a weekend, after we had gone grocery shopping, and my parents would be like, all right, we're going to McDonald's. And I'd be so excited. And, at some point in time, that became like a weekend thing with my kids. It was like, all right, let's go to McDonald's. Because I only got it once a year, and they're tired of it. They don't ever want to see McDonald's ever. So...
Well, your kids eat like ribeye now, so they got it good.
Hey.
I mean, I remember going to Taco Bell for the family dinner. Like, we're going out to eat tonight as a kid, and it was Taco Bell or McDonald's. That was the big meal of the week.
The taco pack,
exactly.
like the 12-pack.
Yeah,
crazy.
exactly.
And it wasn't a normal thing, right? It was a highlight. It was like going to a restaurant back then for us.
Oh, how the times have changed.
I mean, it was sit down, right?
Yeah. So, what is this? Not friend of the show, Sam Curry. Take me through the meaning of that. I don't. That's an inside joke that I must have missed just recently.
Well, so Brian and our CISO here is named Sam Curry. He's very knowledgeable about security, very technical. He's been on the podcast, I think, 2 or 3 times. But he unfortunately shares the same name as a security researcher that does like all this amazing like security research. Not that our Sam doesn't, but it's the other Sam Curry that does it. So every time a story like this comes up, I'm with Brian in a group chat. I was like, "Hey Sam, good find." Yeah, he's like, and I think he probably just rolls his eyes every time. It's like, it's not me, guys, right?
Stop texting me, guys.
I remember having Sam on the show.
Yeah, Sam's awesome.
I thought it was something else.
Yeah. He said I'll be back. I just gotta schedule him.
Yeah, he's a good dude. We got to get James Tucker on next.
Yeah.
He's in Sweden, so it might be hard to coordinate. But I'm gonna see if I can rope him in.
Yeah.
I think he'll be fun.
Tried to rope him at SKO, but couldn't find the time at work for him. But yeah, we'll get him on. For our second topic, this will be our ransomware story of the week. Russian pro basketball player was arrested for his alleged role in facilitating a ransomware payment. Danil Kastkin was arrested in France at the request of the United States for allegedly acting as a negotiator for a ransomware gang. Now, his lawyer alleges that Kastkin is not guilty of these crimes and that they are instead linked to a, quote, second-hand computer that he purchased. Oh boy, I've heard that one before. The news article does not say what evidence the U.S. has, but they obtained an arrest warrant, so they had to at least convince a judge to sign off on it. The reason this one kind of caught my eye was, could it be the U.S. getting revenge for Brittany Griner, or is this the new Dennis Rodman and will mediate between less desirable figures?
No, it's Angel Reese. Bang! Have you seen that? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Bang! She gets her own rebound again. Bang!
Yeah. Bang! Like, I'm watching those videos. I think that she might be the worst WNBA player. And then I think I was like watching. I was at the gym, like ESPN was on, and they were showing some highlights from her where she wasn't hot garbage. But I'm telling you, like, it's difficult to watch when that dude's like saying Angel Reese, bang! It's classic comedy.
Yeah, I'm just amazed at the level of play for the WNBA for some players, right, that are making, I don't know if they're in millions, but definitely not making as much as the male NBA players. but definitely see a reason for the disparity based off of the market, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, in terms of growth, WNBA is growing 100% year over year. They're expanding out to like 4 more expansion teams now, so they're definitely growing up and coming. But in terms of entertainment and viewership, I think the male NBA is still ahead.
I can't remember when Daniel Kasatkin played. I've got to go figure this out.
He played at Penn State. So I think the article said he played at Penn State until like 2019, I think.
But it says pro basketball player. So did he ever play in the NBA, or was he like European League?
No, he defected to Russia, so he lives in Russia.
No, I know, but you said a Russian pro basketball player. So pro basketball players in Russia. NBA in Russia.
Yeah,
he's a Russian pro player. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I can't imagine this guy. I don't know how he would have even gotten tied up in this. And the DOJ didn't indicate which ransomware gang it was, but all signs point to it being Conti, the Conti gang. So maybe his name got leaked in like one of the Conti leaks, like in their chats that says this pro-Russian basketball player is like negotiating on our behalf.
The world may never know.
But he was arrested in France at the request of the United States.
Yeah.
It's interesting that France would assist in something like this. That seems so out of bounds.
Yeah. Well, unless they really think that, yeah, this guy did do it, and they think so. Well, we'll see if he gets extradited, because he's gonna fight it, of course.
Yeah.
See what kind of evidence they have, but I mean that's an interesting defense. Like I bought this used laptop, plugged it in, and somehow it's tied to this ransomware gang. And his lawyer was actually saying like my client can't even install an application. How can you say he's some kind of hacking mastermind?
Yeah, but the defense is linked to a secondhand computer that he purchased. Really? Oh, come on.
Not today.
Like, I was born on a Tuesday, but not last Tuesday.
Oh no, what just happened?
Yeah, well, he'll get his day in court. We'll see. We'll see if he's ever extradited, or if this is some kind of negotiation play. We'll arrest this guy, and then we'll do some kind of prisoner swap for any other Americans that Russia might be holding. Whatever happened to Dennis Rodman? Remember, he was like our ambassador to North Korea. Never hear from that guy anymore.
Well, he's a lot older now, but he's probably in his 60s now, right?
Let's think about that. Late 50s, I bet. What about you, Chris?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say late 50s.
I think Jordan
was way older than me, for sure.
Yeah, Rodman's 64, so...
No,
Told
there you go. Yeah, Glenn was right.
Yeah.
Do you guys ever remember there was like an episode on MTV where it was like Dennis Rodman and Carmen... Was it
Carmen Electra?
Electra? Yeah. And like at the end of it, like she I don't forget what happened. Like he just came out like in his Speedo and his giant banana hammock. And like next thing you know, they got married. It's like, all right, buddy, let's go.
All right, stop.
I'm not going to stop.
Something happened. Audacity.
Oh, my God. You want me to stop, Chris?
No. He'll keep trucking.
Hold on.
Glenn will have to figure his stuff out.
Just give me a second. What is going on?
Angel Race bang.
Can I save it? Save project.
There's an X clip that said there's these dudes on Kalshi that were betting. There's some kind of parlay bet that Angel Reese is going to miss her first shot in like her 10 consecutive games, and every time she misses the first shot, they're all like cheering, and then they got paid out at the end because I think she did miss like her first 10 shots the first shot of her first 10 games.
Angel Reese. But Caitlin, what's her name?
Caitlin Clark. Yeah.
Yeah, she her team's 5-5 when she plays.
I figured it out.
And 4-5 when she's been injured. So she's not pulling her weight this year.
Yeah.
All right, I figured it out.
What was it?
It was another window behind Audacity for some reason. So we'll see. I'm going to record this as A and B. So
All right.
Cool.
I'll have fun stitching that one together.
that was at like 22 minutes. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Alrighty. For our third topic, this will be our Call of Duty story of the week. I saw a video on X this week of a Call of Duty streamer getting banned midstream, and when he read the reason for being banned, it said because he was British. He was understandably upset and confused. It turns out that the 2017 Activision hit Call of Duty World War II has a remote code execution bug in it, and anyone playing the game online is vulnerable. Responding to the attacks, Activision took down their online gaming servers until they could patch the vulnerability. Some sources say that the sudden spike in infections was the result of Microsoft adding World War II to the Game Pass, and only the Microsoft and Xbox versions were vulnerable. Apparently, they already patched it on other platforms already. This comes on a string of vulnerabilities that Activision had to patch. Back in November 2024, we reported on this. A hacker found a flaw in Call of Duty's anti-cheat system that allowed them to ban thousands of legitimate players. And back in 2023, hackers used a self-spreading malware or a computer worm to hack Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
I don't play games, so I'll be honest with you. This one doesn't affect me so much.
Was the streamer like really popular?
I don't know if he was really popular. He was really mad, though, but his reaction was hilarious. He's like, what? I got banned for being British? Like, I was born here. I can help that. Why am I banned for being British?
What's the joke? My car got a flat, or as the British would say, my car got an apartment. Was it?
The flat.
Something stupid like that.
Yeah.
Well, they call the trunk the boot. I mean, the boot is the boot is the hood of the car.
No, the bonnet. The bonnet is the hood.
Is the bonnet the hood?
The boot is the
Shouldn't that be the roof?
Yeah.
I've watched my fair share of Top Gear, Glenn. I know what I'm talking about.
I'm sure you do. I just know there was a boot.
And the 2 doors a coupe.
But wait, hold on. But what
4
about
doors
a car?
a saloon?
But what about a car that doesn't have an engine compartment and it's still in the front? Is it the boot or is it the bonnet?
It's the front, you idiot.
Yeah, that's the front.
No, English. I mean, in British, you get. I think it's boot. Like if
front.
on a Porsche, I could have sworn they've called the front the boot.
Fair, because that's where the trunk is on a Porsche is in the front.
Yeah, but in
That
American
becomes the boot.
terms, the trunk is the back of the car, right? So,
No, even like a 911 here, you would call the front
yeah,
trunk a trunk.
It's called the caboose.
yeah.
What's all the caboose about?
Check out Brian. He's like, I don't care what they call these things. Can we get back to the pod, please?
We're only talking freedom language here.
Yeah.
I like that you had to explain to everyone what a self-spreading malware is. A
worm.
computer worm. Yeah.
Computer worm.
He's been doing that lately. Have we been getting hit on that?
I know. Have I been
no,
mansplaining too much? Is this your way of telling me I've been mansplaining?
No, but
let me mansplain to you what's going on here.
Is it because you're being asked to do this by our listeners? Are they telling us as like, hey, I don't know what a worm is?
No, I'm just trying to expand our demographic to non-security professionals. I can understand it.
Gotcha.
It's one of those things like you would think playing an online game is safe, but if there's some kind of vulnerability on there and someone just reaches in and grabs it, then you can get popped. And very similar to what happened, how they discovered Log4j, is these Minecraft players were just getting like random stuff happening on their computer, but lo and behold, they discovered one of the worst remote code execution bugs in the last 10 years just by Minecraft players griefing each other.
You can grief me.
Can grease you? Was that what you said?
I know. What are we talking
about here? Where did this podcast go?
You only play Fortnite, and to my knowledge, there aren't too many Fortnite hacks.
Not yet. Yeah.
There was some story that I remember reading that there was a a man in China paid some online. They called them online assassins to keep griefing and killing his son because he wanted his son to like go out and get a job, but all he did was play games all day. He wanted to find a way to ruin his enjoyment. Hired a bunch of guys, kept killing him. Then the son eventually had to quit playing and go do something useful.
So was the vulnerability? I didn't read the article. Surprise, surprise. Was it on the Xbox or was it like Windows? It was running on Windows.
It was running on Windows.
Yeah, not surprised.
Yeah, and like Windows has like this. I can't remember. I think they have like universal apps, just like Apple does now. So the same app runs on Microsoft and Windows and Azure and Xbox. Like they're all trying to unify the OS there.
We need
But
to
the
give credit. Yeah, go ahead.
I was just saying that the Game Pass is like you pay $50 a month. You can stream like thousands of games to you. So they just added this to Game Pass. So a whole bunch of people said, "Oh, it's I already have Game Pass. It's free to play. Let's all play it." So there's a spike in people playing it, and then lo and behold, people are like, "Oh, let's just grief all these players, get them banned."
Well, that's what you get for playing video games on a computer.
Yeah, I don't think they have this problem on like console or like PlayStation. Like I hear like PlayStation, Xbox Live, they get DDoS, but they don't get like remote code execution bugs in their software. And even then, like if you brick my PS5, like so what? I'll just reflash it and reset it.
Has there ever been like that actually happened or no? Like a vulnerability, like a worm that actually infected the PS5 actual devices, not the network, but the actual device.
Where they had to make you, yeah. I don't think there's ever been one where they made you had to go buy new hardware like some other
No.
vendors that are out there, right? So
Yeah. I think it's a combination of a closed proprietary operating system and very low payoff. Like if someone hacks you, it's usually for griefing reasons, but if you can pop a Windows box or pop a Linux box, then you can actually like spread ransomware that way.
you're just playing along and get told that you can't play because you're British. It's like wait a minute.
I think that was the thing. Like when back in 2014, when people were getting banned for no reason, they wanted to do that while they were streaming. They think it was just like so hilarious to like ban someone midstream.
You still play Call of Duty, Chris?
I play occasionally. Like I'll play maybe a few times a week. We have an ex coworker that I play with, and we'll play like maybe a round or two. And a round lasts about 20 minutes, so it's not a huge investment. I can't hardcore game like I used to. I'm just combination not having enough time and just too tired these days to really get into it.
I remember playing it a long time ago.
Pong.
No, Call of Duty on a friend's computer, and I just got up and I was like, I'm dizzy. I'm gonna have to go sit in a chair because I can't look at anything right now.
Yeah.
Those are first person shooter, right?
First person shooters. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't been able to play that in quite some time. Just makes me really sick.
Oh, Brian plays Fortnite.
I do. I'm really good at it too. Actually, I haven't played in like probably in a while, unfortunately.
You play on an iPad, don't you?
I do, yeah.
How do you do
But I-
on-screen
Isn't it
controller?
slower,
Or do you have
though? Isn't that supposed to
controller?
be slower? Yeah.
I mean, seems to work for me. They do a good job at the player match. So like, or the matchmaking stuff says that your skill level goes up on whatever that platform, and they tend to throw you in on that.
So
And
it's based off a platform.
game-
Then you're only playing against others on iPads. Then?
No,
No.
like I think they can platform and then also like how well you are playing. So it's mixed because I'll play with Chloe, and she's on Xbox, right? So we can cross platform.
Cross-platform,
But
yeah.
she's way better than me, so it kind of sucks because
So
yeah.
you get killed. You get owned when you play with her.
yeah, we're like we're dropping, we drop, and she's like, can you come revive me, please?
Yeah, skill-based matchmaking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think. I mean, Call of Duty has that for Warzone, but I play like they call it casual, which is like they don't have ranks, and then a lot of hardcore players won't play it because there's no ranking, so it's just like casual players, and that seems
Well,
to
that's
work
the
for
whole
me.
point. Yeah, that's what everyone likes, though, right?
What?
The
Casual or
yeah, casual.
not everyone? Like the
Well,
streamers,
kids,
I think, yeah, the streamers want it, and if you're gonna be competitive, then you got to play ranked games.
Yeah,
But they do have skill-based matchmaking.
I just don't get it, but sure. There's an industry that's built around this, right? You know, the adage of "you're never gonna be anything playing video games." It's not true anymore.
Yeah,
Not true anymore.
Wow.
the adage of your parents saying you're never gonna make money being on that computer all day.
Yes, I
Well, they
am.
give college scholarships to these video game stuff.
There's actually
esports.
a job. Yeah, esports.
Yeah, there's esports teams.
They put them in a hotel or in an apartment complex and with their teams.
That's all they do.
And
They
that's
train.
their job. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's amazing.
I would just do battle bots.
You gotta do that one day, Brian. Build your own battle bot.
Yeah.
All right, for our last topic, it'll be a rotating topic every week. This week, we're going to talk about parent snooping. There's an article recently in the Wall Street Journal that laid out the case for parents snooping in on their kids' smartphones. On the one hand, you want to give your kids a sense of privacy. But on the other hand, if you are paying for their phone and servers and you just want to keep them safe from the world of online predators and cyberbullying, there's a case that can be made to maybe you can at least come to a compromise. Now, there are apps out there that can help monitor without granting explicit access to the phone's content. But at a minimum, I believe parents should have access to their kids' passcodes, even if it's just for emergencies. Now, I grew up in the era of America Online Instant Messenger, and my parents, for the most part, gave me my privacy, but there were multiple times when they'd try and shoulder surf to read what was on my screen.
What was on your screen, Chris?
It was nothing.
They should
It's just
not
like
have given you.
trying to figure out what I was up to.
That's a horrible mistake giving you the freedom of the internet.
Yeah, no kidding.
They should not have allowed that happen. I'm going to scold them right now.
I just think if you're under 18, the state, the government should not be involved with rules on what you can and can't do with your child. Of course, shouldn't be beating them, right?
Yeah, no abuse, right?
Yeah, no abuse.
But within reason.
Yeah, like the fact that I think, what was it? Like you take my daughter to the hospital, but she had full confidence or confidentiality with the doctors and the nurses, even up when she was like 15. I'm like, wait a minute, like this is my child. What private conversations are you having with my daughter? So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my kids they're both under 10, and I have access to the patient portal, and that's like, that's how you ask questions to the doctor. That's where you get like test results. That's where you get like vitals and everything, and I can put in their allergies. And then I think there's a warning at the top that says, at 12 years old, you will lose access to this portal. I'm like, well, who's got to monitor them between 12 and 18? I'm the parent.
Well, not only that, it was like, okay, great. I lose access, then hey, California, you're going to pay for my daughter to go to school, right?
Yeah.
So
right.
you guys want to take on this responsibility, then that'd be my guess. Yeah, I want alimony. I want child support. So
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Yeah, so there's some privacy guidelines there that are, I don't know, I guess that's corporate policy for, whatever medical system that they're in, but there's also, parents have a right to protect their kids. I mean, there's just us being good security practitioners, we know all the bad that's out there, and we talk about it quite a bit on this podcast about these online predators, and there's a lot of danger out there, but, it's dual use. There's a lot of good stuff out there on the internet too. They can go on YouTube and learn something new.
Yeah, you guys are just like me, right? I mean, when my kids were younger, I ran them through SSL decryption, through a proxy. SSL decryption was trying to get as much information as I could from their devices, and I installed the cert and everything. So you guys, I'm sure you guys
Brian.
are not any different.
Brian's looking at you like, well, you did what?
I mean, I would have done it, but by the time I needed to do it, like it was all like Facebook and Instagram and Snap were all cert pinned, right?
Yeah.
So then it just came down to like, hand me your phone.
Yeah.
That's about as good as it's going to get.
Like you do it by SNI, you get to how many hours they're spending on Snapchat, but you can see the content.
Yeah.
You can't decrypt it.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Well, it's not cert pinned in a browser; it's cert pinned in the phone itself, right? So the actual application is what you're talking about.
Yeah, but no one uses Snapchat through a web browser, Glenn.
I know. Well, not these days. Everything's through an app. I mean, and I doubt anyone really uses a computer to access those social media accounts, right? So,
yeah.
Yeah.
The closest thing would be monitoring social media apps. I think that's where, unfortunately, there are a lot of online predators there. Even online gaming too, Roblox. Especially my daughter's at the age where all her friends are playing Roblox, and it's one of those things. It's okay to play, not okay to chat. I would say with strangers, especially at that age, because there's just too many stories of grooming and predators out there trying to attract young people. What are you doing, Glenn? Are you trying to point a laser at us? Okay, he is trying to point a laser at us. Well, that doesn't work through the webcam, Glenn, right?
Yeah. I think that gets me is I've got older kids, and when the first one went off to college, I sat there and I was like, hey, I need to see your grades, because grades releases the money. And after the first semester, because I've heard from stories from other friends, parents, that they went 2-3 semesters, they didn't know that their kid was on what do you call that?
Academic probation.
Academic probation, and they continued to pay for college, and it was like, no, that's not going to happen, right? And I remember my oldest, I said, hey, I'm trying to access your grades, but it won't let me. And they're like, well, it's because I'm an adult now. And I'm like, well, hey, it's great to see that you're an adult. You pay your own college, right? And she was like, that's awesome.
They want they want the rights, but they don't want the responsibilities.
Yeah, and I said, I want to see those grades. It's like, she was like, no. And I'm like, well, cool. Last check is the check you got is the last check you're going to get from me. I'm not paying for anything anymore. Because
did she hit you with the daddy? No.
Yeah, no. It was like my wife looked at me and I'm like, are you with me or you're not with me? Because I'm not paying for garbage grades, right?
Yeah.
So yeah,
right. Yeah.
C's get degrees if you're paying for it, but if it's mommy and daddy,
I'm okay with a C. What I'm not okay with is academic probation, right? And then some of the programs that the kids did was, even if they got anything less than a B- or a B, they were kicked out of the program. So that's terrible. Like you can't continue to do this, right? So
yeah, it's like one of those things where you want to help them. Like, well, if you're not doing well, maybe I can help you get the help that you need, or let's find out what's going on.
Hey, wasn't trying to be a helicopter pilot. I'm just saying is if I'm gonna shell out thousands of dollars a year, and I'm not talking about a little bit of thousands, I'm talking a lot about thousands for college, right? I'd like to know at least where my money's going. And I kid you not, I've had friends that I know personally where they were paying what they thought was for college, and the kid had dropped out of school for the last year or two. And it's like, oh no, I am not. Money going? Yeah, I am not that parent. Like, what were you thinking? That I was paying for dorm fees and everything else, and you were just gonna not ever find out that you had dropped out 2 years ago? Come on, that's pretty sad.
Yeah. So I went to college with somebody, and she was in my accounting class, and we would study together. We were study buddies, I guess you could say.
Don't tell Grace.
This was before I met her. And we'd study together, and then we'd take the test, and I'd get what I'd call a decent grade, and she would get almost a failing grade. I'm like, I don't understand. we studied this. I tested you. I quizzed you.
She was looking into your eyes, Chris. She wasn't studying.
It turns out she had an undiagnosed learning disability until we went to college, and then she went to the resource center. Oh yeah, you have. I forgot what it was, ADD or something.
Dyslexia.
Like that. Yeah. But yeah. Apparently, she had an undiagnosed learning disability. And she was failing this class. And then once they figured that out, then she took her test at a dedicated center. She got extra time, and then she did well. Once they figured that out, what was going on.
That's cool. The only thing I have with that, like, is if you need more time and you get diagnosed as you need more time, how does that work when you're like a doctor or a nurse?
Yeah, in the real world, you mean?
And you go, hold on, I need more time. So,
You're bleeding on the table, I know, but
Yeah.
just give me a moment.
yeah, exactly. Or there's an Apollo 13 mission going on right now. We're getting ready to lose a satellite, and we need to think about how to resolve this thing. And you're like, hold on, I need time. I need time to figure this out. I'm like, no, you got to think now, right? So, life or death.
Death.
Death. I was watching Gladiator. They're like,
Oh.
thumbs down.
Yeah.
Death.
So I'd say the other thing back on, parents looking in on their kids. Like my kids are under 10. Like they don't get access to. I mean, they get iPad time and stuff, but they don't get any kind of online access. And I mean, online games fine, but no chat. But
She doesn't have her cell phone yet.
she doesn't have her cell phone yet. But we've heard from like her peers, like they went to preschool together, so same age, and apparently, with their kids, not our kids, but their kids have an iPad and they use iMessage. They allow them to use iMessage, and there's other people in their class also on iMessage, and like some of the again, these children are under 10, but some of the crap that they post in this group chat of like students, it's like horrifying, like the cyberbullying and everything that goes on. And these kids are under 10. I'm like, I don't need my kid exposed to that now. I mean, that's a different conversation of when it's appropriate to give it to them, but it's also like you wouldn't know this unless the mom went onto the iPad and was started reading the chat. Like, what is going on here? Like,
Johnny would never tell you to kill yourself.
yeah, this is some like horrifying, like sometimes very racist stuff, and these are like still fairly young kids.
Unfortunate, very unfortunate.
I mean, again, that's the case for at least having their passcode. Like, just make sure, are they mixing it with the wrong crowd? Are they getting bullied? Is this something that needs to be elevated somewhere? And just being aware of that. And the last thing I have here is location data. I think at some point, like, my kids have AirTags on them, and it's just so I know that, like, when they used to be, transported for after school care, just to make sure they got there okay, or if they were on a field trip, that they're okay, and we can track them to see when they get back. But I can see location data being a good compromise of the kids should not be somewhere where they aren't supposed to be, so they should not have a problem of sharing their location data. Like, you're at the school, or they call you them at the library, they check if they actually are at the library, just to make sure they are where they say they are.
Well, all right.
Too. Yeah, I think going back to both points, to Glenn, I'm 100% with you. If these kids expect us to be paying for anything, then you get zero privacy, especially with your grades. Otherwise, good luck funding it yourself. And I'll put air tags and car trackers, and I will do whatever I want. If you're living under my house, like there is no conception of privacy outside of the bathroom in your bedroom, right? Like, and even then, like the bathroom all the time, bedroom. If you have friends over, that door better be open.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Didn't you have some kind of smart things workflow for the bathroom too? If they took a shower for too long, that you turn off the fan or something.
It was a motion detection switch, like light switch. So it would just turn, like, you walk in, it would turn the light on and turn the bathroom fan on, because like it helps with the number one, if you're dumping, right, it helps with the smell. But also, like, I used to hate, I leave in the morning, and the kids would leave shortly after me, and then I come home after them, and I'd go upstairs, and like lights would be on in the bathroom and stuff. It would just drive me nuts. And so I put those light switches. But yeah, like, I think the light switch turned off after 3 minutes, and like to this day, like, they're so annoying. We have to open up the thing, wave your hand, the light comes back on. Yeah, but
you know what's crazy is when you go to a public restroom and that happens, and you're in the stall and you're like, hello?
So it does the light on you.
What's going on? I think I've been here a little too long.
all right, let's wrap it up.
All right.
Our listeners are getting tired of hearing our nonsense.
That's true.
If they're still listening.
Yeah, no kidding.
We continue to get great comments about our dad joke of the week.
Dad joke of the week.
This week, Glenn is up.
All right, it's been a while since I've had a dad joke. But what do you call a beehive without an exit?
Entry.
Beehive. I don't know.
B entry.
Unbelievable.
All right. All right.
Wah, wah, wah.
Can we go back to not having you on the podcast?
Hey! It's better
Just
than
kidding.
ransomware.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But a bump.
What up?
All right, to wrap things up, your information may have been compromised if you applied to McDonald's. Pro athletes helped the criminal underground. Call of Duty got hacked again. And find a compromise between privacy and security for your kids. That's all I have for this week. We hope you enjoyed this week's episode. Find us on LinkedIn. Links will be in the description. Follow us on Instagram at PEBCAK Podcast. Thank you to our listeners and subscribers. Rate us 5 stars in the iTunes Store and Spotify and left us a review. We appreciate you all spreading the word to help grow the show. The best way to find us is to search for the PEBCAK Podcast in your favorite podcast listening app. My co-hosts Brian Deitch and Glenn Medina. I'm Chris Louie. Thanks for listening. We'll see y'all next week, and as always, have a nice day.
Bye, Felicia.
Bye, Felicia. Good to have you guys back. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Have a nice day.